Times 14, what do we get, 2, 3?
I don't know. I was in Milwaukee yesterday, I go to funeral, it's 50 degrees down there in Kenosha. It was-
They don't have much snow left.
Oh. I don't think there's much south of 8.
No, there's,
You'll see some snowbanks, but you'll see the grass pretty much everywhere.
I talked to my nephew Monday night, oh, it was last night, and I said, so how much snow you got down? He lives in North Brookfield. He says, oh, we don't have anything on the ground. I says, well, you should come up, we got 22 inches up here.
Nah, I remember, yeah.
I had a lady call me the other day, wanting to know when our leaf and needle dump was gonna open up. Ma'am? I says, first of all, I says, I can get the road open for you. But I says, I wanna see you try to get your needles and knees picked up. What do you mean? I says, well, I'm guessing ground cover somewhere between 24 and 30, 36 inches of snow. Oh, we don't have any. She's by Madison. You know?
Oh, my God. Yeah, it's amazing how there's
Yeah,
I
well,
think it's,
Ours are ending.
it started Monday.
Yeah, you guys went on. We're gonna look again tomorrow. And see what we're gonna do. There was a good solid 3.5 foot. Yes.
I bet. Might have been making some rust.
And,
is that fair to do?
But our side roads, terrible, terrible. Potholes,
Okay, where are these new screens at? We're gonna have screens on the wall, so.
yeah, they didn't put them in yet.
what's that?
They're gonna get, add some TVs.
Yeah, when you have the split screen up there and you get that little screen up where all the people are, I cannot recognize any of the names. They're too blurry.
Oh, Ted?
You can see
Someone
it.
should be charging Monaco for all the fire calls and emergency calls we have to respond to.
I don't, so we got a truck out of commission, right?
You've got 4 people only in the whole town to respond to these calls. So we got called out twice over the weekend. Fuel, guys' time
We've done that for years in Flambeau.
to charge them anything.
Don't you do, what's it called, mutual aid or something?
Well, that's the other thing. We send $2,000 a year to Monaco for the emergency, whatever the hell it is. I don't have anybody. Well, that's what we're gonna do.
There should be a per call something.
Well, something's gotta be done, because our guys, they got lives to live too.
We'll get it done real quick.
And I don't know, somebody said that one of your fire chiefs or assistants got everybody pissed off and they all quit.
Well, if they're down to 4.
4 people are all there.
Put it this way, Mark Vatner is now a member of the Winter Fire Department. And Mark was a.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Mark joined us. January?
I don't know, oh, wow. Good speaker. He's a good man. He's a good
I
guy.
stopped here and started talking to BS and it's pretty comfortable, actually.
Really?
Pretty comfortable.
Hey, Russ.
The bracket sure got screwed up.
Oh,
But they say 20 million brackets were filled up, not one perfect one anymore.
All the experts.
Yeah, all the experts.
Well, it's pretty tough when all the number of favors go down.
Yeah, 2 number ones. You
That little school, the Teaneck, New Jersey,
Oh,
Bear Dickinson,
Dickinson, FDU.
that's a private school. They've got 10,000 students. Last year, their basketball, they won 2 games.
2 games? I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
I like stories like that.
42,000 a year for the cushion in the school,
well,
How much?
42 a year.
That's me fun.
Well, so there's only one Big Ten team left in, right?
Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Yep.
Well, my alma mater got knocked out by,
And Anthony Leo is not gonna be. here.
Arizona?
no, Princeton Tigers,
How is he, Linnea Newman?
Missouri Tigers.
Oh,
I'm a Missouri.
At first they beat Arizona. Was it Arizona they beat? They upset someone, then they beat Missouri, lost to Missouri.
They beat
I'm
Missouri.
assuming so.
Oh, they beat
Yeah, our Tigers were still getting up. They
If I
were,
heard from
and
anyone else.
conceded over
Yeah,
Princeton and, yeah,
that's another bet.
these names are all going down.
Yep. Excited, Russ? What day you leave?
April 10th.
Oh, the 10th. I thought you were leaving like the first or the.
And,
Got shorter all of a sudden.
yeah, I'll attempt to leave April 10th and then I come back May 1st. 3 weeks.
Well, you did short it up.
That's not the whole, that's not the whole month of April.
That'd be like, well, the first week I'm gonna be gone to, Cavalry
Oh,
Convention.
that's what I was gonna say, cause
Yeah, I leave Sunday the 30th and 31st for that, and I come back on Thursday. And I gotta shoot for Friday, shooting a full tournament Saturday, then it's Easter. But I should be able to Zoom admin for like an hour and a half. We're not leaving till like 10:30, so
oh, on the 10th?
on the 10th, I'll be at my parents' house,
Okay, no.
yeah, in Wausau.
Okay.
So I should be able to Zoom for like an hour and a half, or leave about 10:30 to
I
after.
got a flyer.
Yeah, you said you're doing Appleton.
Yeah, we don't fly
Yeah.
until 2:30, I guess.
I should have brought it in. Yeah. Yeah, from the. I should have looked at you.
Direct flight right into
That's
St.
what I'm wondering.
Clearwater.
I'll take it out.
In the Clearwater nonetheless.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And that's only like 20 minutes from where we got the
No, I
flight.
was on that
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, Fred's under, so they'll come down for the airport.
So I'll pull it out. Yeah.
Clearwater, nice area.
It is.
I'm gonna put it.
Well, if we get any more snow, I might be on that flight.
Yeah.
April's my month to like, I try to usually drill a hole in the ice, get the aerator in and get nothing, so I can get the rowboat in, and then eventually my shoreline, like. And I,
Beautiful.
up and down, it's my therapy and my little 3-horse, breaking the ice.
Why, where are, those are all.
I usually put docks in his yard work done, but this year don't look like it's gonna happen.
It's gonna be a while, unless we just,
Well, ice is not that strong.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and I still think if you got anything with the inlet and outlet, I think a lot of it melt from underneath too, that we don't know.
I've got, probably
How much snow do you got on top of your ice?
No way.
yeah, I run
Does someone have an aerator going?
I run an aerator all winter.
And you still have that much open,
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
You mean overnight?
Yeah.
Might have to come to your house and put a boat in.
They're
We
gonna.
used to do that.
I did.
We used to put a boat in and break the ice.
That's what I do. It's my therapy.
Oh, stop, you're right. I'm
Oh,
not
thanks.
basing that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That was a surprise. Oh, that's good now. December. I do like December.
Do they deserve it? Yeah. Are they local? Oh, yeah.
What ice is up on the Naco Lake?
Huh?
Which is up on your lake, a lot of snow on top of your ice?
Probably a good 8 to 10 inches. It melted down ice fast. It's, you gotta drag like hell and go back and forth and back and forth. If you're trying to blaze a trail.
So what's your,
The Zoom was.
what's your ice?
I think.
What's, one of the ice cream and cut through, like, how much?
They're gonna put it.
Yes.
It's old, and he's-
30 something, it's thick, yeah.
For the chair. So it's.
Actually, I haven't talked to you, but it's, everybody that I've said, especially, they said, yeah.
Right, so the, yeah, so they're gonna give it.
Alex told me the other day, they made. 15 inches over.
How much?
15.
We got 3.5 feet, yeah, in second avenue, whether by one any place. That was yesterday afternoon, down the street there. We're talking to, well, I talked to Greg Andrew last week. He said he was digging basement. So he said, "Oh, I should be way up 3 inches." Oh, yeah.
You mean you were coming up with a picture? Yeah.
Yeah, just here.
Well, you always have a seat. Sit right there. You're from the table. I just thought. Yeah. No, that'll be your. Oh.
You go over.
Maybe we'll let you go. Maybe.
I expect that.
May 15th. Oh, I'll be here. Yeah, right. That's Saturday.
They couldn't get.
Well, there's one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that will be,
They wouldn't even do.
and now he's deciding. I think he might have been.
Yeah.
Really? Went into the ground.
Oh, okay. Oh, he decided, okay. He fell off. Yes. There was one like. You never Well, I always put it when I win the whole thing. Wow. Yeah, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, the team that beat Purdue, not because I have anything, that Cinderella team is like beat Purdue. Oh, are they out already? Oh, see, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can change it.
What, Bob?
Yeah, it's the only one, yeah. We're good at basketball. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna go still.
Go out.
About what? No. What, the third closing? Really? I wonder. It might not just be this one, I wonder if it will this week. Well, it is. Maybe they had all the money.
Yeah.
Did you think that we had? I just want
We do it as similar. Hurt your wrist. My horse.
That happened like that. Yeah. They'll get the money back. He's gonna have to. That happened to my parents, I forget where they made, and then they just got it over to trust, and then they actually, they had. Cash checks. Driver's license, and everything, address. Yeah.
Yeah.
On stage. Yeah, probably.
Didn't have the time.
You know what they want.
I think probably maybe, well, no, because that's all.
It's in my ear.
We had Dean here. That's so right. We had Nancy. That's. Yes. Morning. I saw that, yeah. Do you want me to just, do you want to get it on the front format? No, I will make it.
I appreciate it. It's not. It's a good spot.
Yeah.
I think it will be good.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yep, you're welcome. Right, right. Captain twice the size of what I'm sure. Like that room in between areas. I it just sounds like they want something. So I just don't. Well, but we're gonna get. You read about what? Paul was very like. They have time. A little pool area and one house thing, and then they have the drains down by the small for themselves. It was 104, 152 years. They kind of built it all around the golf. But that would definitely some of our other challenges up here. Well, we'd like to see it in expensive.
Oh, yeah.
No, well, they are. Now we're gonna get out of shape then. They put from East 199 and I. Now they don't. When you go to check out, you have. That resort. Apparently, in the past, a lot of figuring out ways.
Because you're not allowed to.
Oh, I don't know, there.
Yeah.
You are, no, but they just are avoiding bedroom tax on the 250 and 50. So it's still the same price, you know, you get a deal, 119, and then after you check out, it's still what it was. Right now, I'm maybe.
What do you want to do? What do you leave? Give me to- Yeah, the first week, it's got a. Yeah, people on Yeah, right, okay.
This could be late. Mike could be late.
Regular meeting of the County Board of Supervisors order is key thing on the first. Second floor. On the boardroom, we are handicapped accessible in the meeting is posted according to Wisconsin open meeting laws. I'd like us to rise for pledge of allegiance, preceded by a moment of silence for our emergency responders, groups, and deputies and police across the country. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So Walter. Kelly.
Morning, Tracy.
Good morning. Newman.
Here,
Schreier. Fisher.
Here.
Pindato. Here. Briggs.
Here.
Ottinger.
Here.
Harris. Here. Winkler.
Here.
Tony.
Here.
Rio is absent. Sorbo.
Here.
Roach. Simmons,
Here.
Reed,
Good morning.
Bryden,
Here.
Almakinder. Here. Schultz,
Here.
Cushing,
Here.
Halowinski,
Here.
17 present, 4 absent.
We accept the minutes. Motion to accept the minutes. So
Second.
motion second, accept the minutes. February 21st. Any corrections, additions, deletions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion. Have others in reports and presentations. Up first, registered deeds.
Good morning.
You do have more than 3 minutes.
It's more than 3 minutes. It'll take- For those of you that may not know me, my name is Kyle Branson. I've been the registered deed since 2013. Hopefully, all of you got a copy of my report. For those of you that have seen it before, it's pretty much the same, just updated some data in there. I would like to recognize and to thank my land records committee. Mike Timmons, Greg Otter, I think they've been on this committee ever since I came on when I was elected in 2013. Robert, Chris, and Connor, just want to thank these guys as well as the board for supporting my office with the endeavors that I pushed forward over the last 10 years with advancements in my office. So thank you. I also like to recognize my staff because they're the ones behind the scenes that do a lot of the work in my office for me. Page 2, all the revenues that I bring in are based upon statutory fees, from recording fees to real estate transfer fees, copy fees, and vital records fees. Of those, you can see how those fees are broken out. So all those fees that we do bring out, we do keep some of those fees. But with regards to at the end of the month, each one of those fees are broken out and we retain a portion and then the state retains their portion. If you turn to page 3, statistical data for the last 3 years, 2022 was still a pretty good year. It was not a 21 or a 20, I guess, but again, our numbers were down for documents, but we did have a strong year for real estate transfer returns. The values, we didn't see as many, but the values were stronger, I should say larger. Our vital records were down a little bit, but overall, we did bring back, if you look at the first part, those are all the revenues we bring in, which was 1.9, just over 1.9 million. After we take and get the state their share of revenue, we basically have a net revenue to the county of $581,281. A little bit short of 20, but yeah, 2021 was a good year, but still, I still consider 22 a good year for registered deeds. And then if you look at page 4 is a summary, a monthly summary. Again, you can see the breakdown of each month and how we collect our fees and the amounts that we retain versus what we send to the state. And then bottom right corner there, we have our summary of $581,281, which matches page 3. So again, our office, I'm working on a back indexing project right now. The access to technology is ongoing. And again, that project will help my office hopefully increase some revenues as well. I would say that the statewide issuance of our vital records, we have seen a little bit of slip in that. If you're not aware, you can literally go to any register of deeds throughout the state right now and get your birth record and your marriage record. Yes, we do have the DMV in town, which really helped with our real ID stuff the last couple of years. Our revenues were really strong in that, but now that the real ID is starting to slow down with people getting their real ID licenses, our fees have slowed down a little with that as well. So that was probably one area that is down from last year, last 2 years. But other than that, thank you, and I would open for any questions if you have any.
Any questions for Kyle?
Yeah,
Yep.
20 and 22 are pretty similar, and there's a spike in 21. Any explanation for that?
In 21?
Yeah,
Yeah, the number of documents, in 20 and 21 were really strong. We're down in 20, probably almost 3,000 documents 3,500 documents compared to 21. This year, in 22, we did about just so we're, I think, just under 11,000 documents, where we did 14,500 documents in 21 and almost 13,500 in 20. So the number of documents we bring in increases that revenue because we're retaining more of that. But also sales in 20 and 21 were really off the charts. I mean, the number of sales that took place, the values that we're seeing with the transfer fees that we're bringing in. Again, 21, I think, was an anomaly. I haven't seen those kind of numbers since I've been in my office. But again, 22, I thought was still very strong with regards to transfer fees. We didn't see as many, but we saw larger dollar volumes with those sales. And the larger the sale, the more that we collect in those fees. So.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions? Just an observation highlight, I know the Wisconsin Counties Association is doing some lobbying, trying to increase the percent of the transfer fees.
Yeah, and if you recall, this was something I think last year, I'm trying to remember, when was it? In, oh my gosh, when was it? Last summer? There was a resolution passed by the county board to support the going back to a 50-50 split of that transfer fee. I think, yes, WCA is looking at that. And again, I think I shared with you back then, do I think it's gonna go back to 50-50? I don't believe so, but I think they're at least looking at that to hopefully being able to bring back more to the county versus the 20% that we're getting now. So I think anything better than 20% is a plus for the county. And again, it will remain up to the legislation or legislators to create legislation to support whatever that change is going to be. If it does happen.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks.
Land information.
Before Sarah gets started, I wanna, her office and Kyle's and his crew are doing great, but Sarah's group is taking over from Mike Rampardo. There's only 3 people that left over from Mike's regime, basically, and it's all new people, except the top 3 or rearranged, and they're doing an outstanding job. Barely a year in.
And that's detailed in my report a little bit. Hopefully, as I said, you guys all, or Kyle said, you've all got this in your pamphlets and booklets there. So there's a lot of text in there to read. If you have any questions about it, don't hesitate to ask or even stop by the office and we'll fill you in on what we do there. So again, I'd like to recognize our staff too. Like Matt said, we had a large turnover this year. So I took over for my ground portal, and then Art and Randy were the 2 mainstays after the GIS department. And then we have Jacob Kiyosaki for our real property lister, and our assistant real property lister, Kim Kraba. Everybody's been doing a great job in there. That was a huge task for them to take on as well, to take on a whole new tax season and not have been, fully involved in it in past years either. And so I really, really appreciate their assistance. And also like to thank my committee as well. You guys have been great. Same committee as Kyle, so I really appreciate the help I've gotten from you guys and support moving forward. So a couple of points from the report to talk about. So our office does the tactile printing, and real property listing department does all of the taxes with all of the columns and then gets those bills printed. So on page 4, we have a table there with a lot of numbers in it, but the point that we like to get across is 15. And then 2,200 personal property tax bills. So that netted for approximately about $79 million in revenue coming out of the land information office, and then about 100,000 for the personal property tax bills. So those are big numbers, and that takes a lot of work. Our November is very busy with that. Then moving on, one of the other things that we do in our office is the tax delinquent land sales. And that number was approximately the same as the amount of land sales that we did last year. We brought in about $129,000 in profit from the tax delinquent land sales. As you probably heard in the past, that process is changing a little bit where the county is not always going to be getting that revenue. So you probably heard a little bit about that, and there's more talk coming on that as well. But those dollars aren't always going to be coming back to the county now. So, potentially going to the prior landowners. So other things that have kept our office busy, we've been involved in the Next Gen 911 process, which I'm sure you've heard a lot about. That's why also in that table, the bottom table on page 4,
Lots of address changes this year. We went up from, it looks like 30 changes only in 2021 to 165. And that was because we were, as the letters have said, we've been notifying the community. We've really been bettering our data this year to get us into that next gen 911 program. So the GIS department has been working really hard on that with the sheriff's department. And so you probably heard a lot about that as well. And if you haven't, you will. So that's one of the big things we've been doing in our office this year. We've also updated our web mapping. We used to have 2 GIS web mapping applications, and now we're down to 1 much more streamlined application. Seems to be getting good feedback from the public. There's a lot of data out there for people, and the public really appreciates that. One of the things that has also been in transition, the Ascent Land Records Program. That's a new way that people can get all their deeds and document information and tax parcel data, kind of replaced the old OC tax, if you're familiar with that. So it was hard to let go of that, but it was a pretty smooth transition, and I think we're in a good spot now. That's the gist of what we've been doing since May that I've been involved in. Do you guys have any questions about the report or about our office?
Any questions? Questions, so have a great day, sir.
Very good, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Medical examiner.
Good morning, everybody. Well, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Crystal Shaw. I'm the chief medical examiner, and I've been in charge of this medical examiner office since January 2018. I was employed here part-time prior to that for a couple of years. So since I had taken over in 2019, we covered 3 counties, Oneida, Files, and Forest counties. And as you can see from the reports, we are busy. This is the first time that these reports have ever been submitted to the county board and even public safety. And the numbers are a little shocking because it's always been a question, what do you do? What do you do? What are your numbers? And we truly have never done this before this year. In the history of this office, there has been no annual report. So this was a little difficult to put all these numbers together because each case had to be gone through. Did take a little time, but as you can see, we have the 22, the 21, and then you have a comparable between the 2 years. And we were very detailed on the accidental suicide and homicides, because I feel that it's very important for the county to know exactly what we do. The natural cause deaths are natural, plain and simple. This is really all that I have, other than to state the fact that my office is a moneymaker. So every time a death occurs, that's money generated back into this office that goes back to the county at the end of the year.
Questions?
Just out of curiosity, how did the COVID related deaths?
The COVID deaths are put into the natural cause numbers. The COVID deaths spiked in 21 and then 22, they started to come down. And we do also share that information with the health department and the district attorney's office by statute. So they also do have.
Thank you.
Anything else? Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Hey, Crystal, this is Mike Roach, Supervisor Roach. I was curious, and maybe you don't know this, but the number of autopsies seems really low. In the past, has it been this low, or are they just not doing as many autopsies? And if not, is it just the cost, or why?
Well, so there's a couple of factors here. First off, yes, the numbers are lower than what they historically have been. Secondly, because we only have a very small amount of pathologists in the state of Wisconsin, we have 3. We contract, we don't contract. We conduct autopsies through Fond du Lac and Madison. 2 pathologists that cover a large area. So when we have questions on a case where we're not really sure which direction to take it, we will consult with our pathologists because they are busy. They are really just too busy to look at a lot of our cases, is what it comes down to. But when we generate the details, we provide that to our pathologist. Our pathologist comes back to us and says, this is what I think happened. That's what we go with. I know it's not the greatest answer in the world. We just don't have the resources to autopsy every single person.
Thank you. One other question. Do you have a breakdown of the ages, like under 30 years old that have deceased? The report you gave, I didn't see where it breaks down the ages of those 900 or whatever it was, 558 deaths.
We don't.
Okay.
I do want to say that we have a separate report for violent deaths, and that covers anything accidental, suicide, homicide. And on that report, we do keep the numbers. And that's submitted to the violent death reporting system for the state, and then our meetings that we do attend. But I do want to also say that if there's not a magic number for a person as far as age, but we keep a general rule that if it is a person under the age of 50 years old, 50, and there's no known medical history, we will autopsy. We just don't have that age group in our areas that generally die of natural causes. We are retirement communities up here. Most of the people that we deal with do have a known medical history. But I can get those numbers if you would like them.
Yeah, that would interest me. I'm on the Board of Health, so that would be great if I could get those from you.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that something that you would like individually, or should I email, come to another meeting?
No, you can send them to me or Tom Kelly. You know, he's the chair of the Board of Health, so anybody else that wants them could ask Tom and he could submit them, but I would like them for sure.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm just curious about one other thing. Of course, we don't see the data on the numbers of cremations versus, but I see it's a high percentage that are being cremated. Is that a general trend in the state, or is that unique to, you know, I don't know anything information about that.
So it is becoming the trend with our age group. With the elderly, they're traditional. They like to be buried. They have, their parents are already buried, their spouse is already buried, their children, they want to be buried. Cremation simply is cheaper for a person. People are getting away from funerals. They're getting away from viewings. They're trying to do it the cheapest possible. And I think that goes, I know that goes back to how much money people actually have. Burials are very specific to regions as well. When you get into the Native American communities, they almost always side with traditional burials. But what it comes down to is money. People don't have $10,000 plus to spend on a funeral.
Any other questions? Have a good day. Public comments. Do you have anybody in the boardroom would like to make a public comment? Anybody in the boardroom would like to make a public comment? Anybody on Zoom? Anybody on Zoom would like to make a public comment? Okay, we go to our consent agenda.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Diana,
I'd like to pull resolution 34. There's a date that needs to be amended.
and we'll pull that, take it up later. Anything else? I'll follow the roll of the consent agenda.
Rio,
I'm sorry.
that's okay, thank you. Sorgel. Reed,
Aye.
Condado,
Aye.
Ottinger,
Aye.
Winkler,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Briggs,
Aye.
Showalter,
Aye.
Schultz,
Aye.
Almakinder,
Aye.
Harris,
Aye.
Simmons,
Aye.
Cushing,
Aye.
Roach,
aye,
Tomey,
Aye.
Ryden,
Aye.
Newman,
Aye.
Kelly,
Aye.
Halowinski,
Aye.
20 aye, 1 absent. Consent agenda passes.
Okay, consent agenda passes. Now let's start with like 34, Diane.
Make a motion to amend line 22, the date March 4th, 2023 is incorrect. It should be corrected to April 1st, 2023.
For a second.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to change resolution 34, 2023 on line 22 from March 4th, 2023 to April 1st, 2023. Any questions? Call the roll on the amendment.
Schultz,
Aye.
Tomey,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Condado,
Aye.
Kelly,
Aye.
Winkler,
Aye.
Roach,
aye,
Ryden,
Aye.
Almakinder.
Aye.
Briggs,
Aye.
Rio,
Aye.
Timmons,
Aye.
Cushing,
Aye.
Showalter,
Aye.
Newman,
Aye.
Sorgel,
Aye.
Ottinger,
Aye.
Harris,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Halowinski,
Aye.
20 aye, 1 absent. Resolution is amended.
Resolution is amended. Now we'll call a roll on the resolution itself. As amended.
Rio,
Aye.
Condado,
Aye.
Newman,
Aye.
Timmons,
Aye.
Winkler,
Aye.
Harris,
Aye.
Ottinger,
Aye.
Briggs,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Showalter,
Aye.
Almakinder,
Aye.
Cushing,
Aye.
Ryden,
Aye.
Schultz,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Roach,
aye,
Sorgel,
Aye.
Kelly,
Aye.
Tomey,
Aye.
Halowinski,
Aye.
20 aye, 1 absent, resolution passes.
Okay, resolution, we're going to consider other resolution. Now we're going to resolution 37, 2023, offered by the supervisors of the Planning and Development Committee to approve the public participation plan to update chapter 26. Carl.
Good morning. Wisconsin statute 66.1001 requires a local unit of government such as the town, county, or village to have a comprehensive plan. Oneida County adopted a comprehensive plan in 2013. Only committee members that were there at the time were Halowinski and Timmons were on plan development, and Cushing was on the county board at that time. So Oneida County did adopt a comprehensive plan in 2013. And statute does require it to be updated every 10 years. North Central Wisconsin Regional Planning Commission has been retained to update the plan, and that's included in the fee that Oneida County pays for its North Central Wisconsin Regional Planning Commission on a yearly basis. The Plan Development Committee will be the oversight committee that will be doing the plan. They made a motion that they were gonna do that plan versus having a separate oversight committee like what they did in 2013. It should be approximately 6 meetings. And what this resolution does is basically outline how the public will be allowed to participate in that planning process. And with that, if you have any questions, I can answer.
Questions for Carl? Hearing none,
All right,
call the roll, please.
Cushing,
Aye.
Condado. Aye. Harris. Aye. Paul McKinder.
Aye.
Winkler,
Aye.
Showalter,
Aye.
Kelly,
Aye.
Roach,
I,
Tommy, just so you know, has left the meeting. Schultz,
Aye.
Sorgel,
Aye.
Newman,
I,
Briggs,
I,
Rio,
I,
Fisher,
Aye.
Ottinger,
Aye.
Simmons,
Aye.
Dryden,
I,
Reed,
Aye.
Halowinski,
Aye.
19 aye, 2 absent.
Resolution 37 passes.
Thank you.
Resolution 38, 2023, offered by the Supervisors of Public Safety Committee to increase medical examiners' office fees.
Brandon. The resolution presented to you that was presented to public safety is a request to increase the medical examiner fees according to the standard cost of living. It's been years and years since we have raised these fees. There is a moratorium, state statute says we can only increase them due to the consumer, according to the consumer price index.
Any questions?
yeah, Ted, Crystal, is this increase for all 3 counties you work with?
Yes,
And then does Oneida County get revenue from death certificates or cremation certificates from the other 2 counties?
yes.
Any additional questions? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll on resolution 38, 2023.
Briggs,
Yes.
Rio,
I,
Harris. Aye. Sorgel,
Aye.
Condado. Aye. Ryden,
I,
Paul McKinder,
Aye.
Showalter,
Aye.
Simmons,
Aye.
Winkler,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Roach,
I,
Ottinger,
Aye.
Kelly,
Aye.
Cushing,
Aye.
Schultz,
Aye.
Newman,
I,
Halowinski,
Aye.
19 aye, 2 absent. Yeah.
Resolution 38, 2023 passes. Resolution 39, 2023, offered by Supervisor Mike Simmons, who made PIN RH 3323-1 to the city of Rhinelander. Mike,
We need to second.
Second first.
I'll second that.
Sarah / Mike, what is, it's a,
So this is, a part of Timber Drive, and actually, I'll refer to Sarah to describe it. Generally, it's a part of Timber Drive in front of where they're putting in the new, Blaine's, Fleet Farm. And the city wants this parcel because they have a grant to build a bike path through the DNR, but the DNR won't give them the grant unless they actually own the parcel. So, Steve Sorensen, the city council is in favor of moving this bike path forward. The city attorney had emailed me and emailed Sarah about having this parcel transferred to them. I defer to Sarah. I don't think it really changes the nature of things, except insofar as I believe the city would then
plow and such.
They currently do maintain it.
Okay, they currently maintain it, and so, this allows them to continue with their bike path, and, we got the email a week and a half ago, because the DNR said they had to get it by the end of March.
That's why the consent agenda. It couldn't go through committee, the paperwork wasn't done in time. And I signed off on it to get it here quicker. Well, committee did discuss it, but we didn't have the paperwork in time.
Questions?
Just quickly, prior to that parcel to the west, is that part of Timber Drive all Ryan Landers?
The one
So is it-
to the west of the red,
Yeah.
there on the mapping.
Yeah,
That is currently, it is right away, because it's Timber Drive, I do believe, yeah, that would be in the city of Brandon area. That's what they need, is to make sure all of that is in their ownership to continue that.
Any additional questions? Hearing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Fisher,
Aye.
Newman,
Aye.
Reed,
I,
Kelly,
Aye.
Rio,
Aye.
Winkler,
Aye.
Roach,
Aye.
Almakinder,
Aye.
Showalter,
Aye.
Ryden. Ryden,
Aye.
Condado. Aye. Simmons,
Aye.
Cushing,
Aye.
Briggs,
I,
Schultz,
Aye.
Sorgel,
Aye.
Harris. Aye. Ottinger,
Aye.
Halowinski,
Aye.
19 aye, 2 absent.
Resolution 39, 2023 passes. 9 on today's agenda is other request to accept section 7 and 10 on the Clovis Networking Master Service Agreement and Statement of Work.
So this was, there's a discussion last week with, Mr. Sweeney and Mr. Freed. There's a contract with the Clovis Networking who provides, services, to the administration committee and to the county in relation to the bug tussle agreement and in relation to, another, possible wiring process that's going through. Sections 7 and 10, our risk manager had recommended that those be removed because there are limitations of liability which limit on the liability of the contract for the Clovis Networking, which is Russellburg, it's one guy, to the cost of the contract. And that from the risk management perspective is not acceptable. Russellburg would not sign the contract if those two sections remain in the contract. And so only the County Board Administration Committee can a committee of jurisdiction or the county board can waive those provisions. There was not, it did not, no one became aware that it hadn't moved forward until after the last administration committee meeting. And so speaking to Mr. Freed, it was asked to be put on here for the county board to consider and to waive that provision. If it's not waived, then Mr. Berg wouldn't be able to provide that service to the county, and I think that would set things back a great deal. So I don't know if Jeff from Economic Development has anything to say about that, but I think that's where we are.
This is not anything new. We have done this many times,
Yes.
so it's nothing earth shattering. Mr. Winkler.
Yeah, my question is, I had a conversation with Mr. Sweeney last night a little bit on this, but his role is to do work with towers, as I understand, and so this Mr. Berg would be working with what?
I'll let Jeff answer the Have any questions?
So we had, in this whole bug tussle project, we were looking for two technical experts, one to handle towers, first responder, and that's Scott Sweeney. The other was to handle more of the actual fiber technology, and that was the only person we could find was Russell Bird, who's, by the way, very qualified to do that. This has come up, he's a small business person, he just can't accept that, those two lines in the contract. So it was asked to remove, and like the chairman says, this is not uncommon for a small business.
Okay, so, and he is already doing stuff like the Marathon?
He's working for Marathon, he's working for, I think, 2 other counties as well, the same
kind of stuff.
exactly. And so, again, Mr. Sweeney is the lead consultant for this. He needs Mr. Berg to help him with the actual fiber hookups for this City of Brighton project and also the wastewater tower.
Thank you.
These are outside of the bug tussle agreements, by the way.
Outside of that.
These are 2 standalone projects that have come up in addition to what we have going on in Stockholm.
All right, and you said there was a cap on this.
Well, we originally from the standpoint of ARPA funds, we had capped 50,000 for Mr. Sweeney and 50,000 for Mr. Bird. That's the ARPA portion.
Okay.
Any other questions? What we need is a motion.
I'd make a motion to accept the contract with Nicholas Networking as presented with section 7 and 10.
I'll second
Remove.
Isn't there a request to accept the sections?
Well, so the contract you have is with those 7 and 10 removed, and then the numbering change. So I guess,
Okay. That's my motion.
Yeah. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Winkley seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, or do you want a roll call? Roll call. Okay, roll.
Timmons, Cushing,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Harris, Newman,
Aye.
Condado, Briggs,
Aye.
Showalter,
Aye.
Winkler,
Aye.
Ryden,
Aye.
Fisher,
I,
Roach,
Aye.
Zorgel,
Aye.
Rio,
Aye.
thank you. Almakinder,
Aye.
Schultz,
Aye.
Ottinger,
Aye.
Kelly,
Aye.
Halowinski,
Aye.
19 ayes, 2 absent, motion passes.
Motion passes. Our next meeting date is scheduled for April 18th at 9:30 a.m. With that, we have adjourned at 10:10. Everybody have a great
Yeah.
See what happens.
Doing something I haven't done.
Have a good week.
To Mike.
See
everybody.
I didn't actually like.